So what happened to the benzene ring? The benzene ring has less electron. So if you have less electron, will you be easily attacked by electrophile? No. Common sense, right? Use your common sense to study. It will make things much easier. Okay? Then, one thing to help you to memorize this is, what happened if you forget in the exam? This one belongs to where? Very simple. Did you realize that COH, if you study your intro to organic chem carefully, the diagram, there is a double bond O inside. This one, aldehyde also got double bond O. If you do your chem bonding dot cross diagram, CN is a triple bond. You should have done this last year. I don't know whether you've been taught. I believe you should have been taught, but perhaps you did not remember it inside. There is also a double bond here, there's a double bond here. So a guideline, I use the word guideline. Guideline doesn't mean what? Rule. Rule is 100%. Guideline is what? 80%. So a guideline is that those got multiple bonds usually are activated. This is how you remember. Clear? How you know that I sidetrack a little bit to the intro organic chem? Because you are going for homecoming. How do you know? How do you find chiral center very fast? In a skeleton diagram. Chiral center. Yeah, how you know got 4 different groups in a skeleton diagram? Very simple. Look for a Y junction. Those that got a Y junction, very high chance to be chiral center. I say high chance. Because different, and the fourth one is confirmed a hydrogen. Because it's not drawn out. And the other one will be a cross junction. Those that is like this type, 2-line one, confirm not chiral center, don't need to see because we confirm got 2 hydrogen, don't need to see one. So you look for Y junction and cross junction very fast one. These are all guidelines. Guideline doesn't mean it's always correct because here can be both the same. Correct? Because at the end of a dot is a what? At the end of a line is a what? Not H, is a C. C must always end with what? How many H? So it could have been CH3 down here, 2CH3, you don't know. So these are guidelines I will tell you. So you better learn guidelines. These are people in other JC they learn. Yes?
For the condition, right?
Yes. I come back to the screen first. Yes, condition.
Do you have to write 55 degrees Celsius or can you write 60?
No, you must write 55. Okay? According to what is seen in your lecture. So you have to memorize. Don't come up with your own things. Alright? If your tuition teacher teach you something that is slightly different, can always clarify with your teacher. It doesn't mean your teacher in school is always correct. Maybe your tuition teacher is correct.
Which one? This one.
Okay? Do clarify. Or your sister teach you something. Clarify. But what is correct may not be what the examiner wants. You understand? The examiner has a certain syllabus. It may not be the correct chemistry theory, which I told you. Did I tell you yesterday? Sometimes a lot of things you learn down here about maybe phenol or whatever, it say it doesn't work, with no reaction, but actually in theory, in real life, it actually has a reaction. But because of syllabus, that's why we say it's no reaction. So anything you're not sure, clarify. Okay? Any other things? If not, this is the reaction. You have NO2 go inside, and this is the mechanism. So whenever you write a mechanism, be it free radical sub, electrophilic add, electrophilic sub, always first thing, write the type. Even they never ask for it, you must write the type of reaction. I believe Madeline will have told you this already. Whenever you write a mechanism, first thing, write the type. Second, these are the steps. In your lecture note, there are 4 steps. The first step is this. You have to memorize, especially the coefficient. The coefficient is 2, 1, 1 down. 2, 1, 2 down here. This is the electrophile. You say, I don't want to memorize. I prefer to write out on my own. I'm very good at writing equation. Very high chance that you may write this equation. This equation also got NO2 plus. This equation will got HSO4 minus. But here is a water molecule. Everything is balanced. You go and count the H and the N and the S and O. Everything is balanced. But what we want is that one and not this one. So this is not the one we want. Alright, even though this is correct. Please take note. Alright, we don't want to see this. Second, the subsequent thing I'm going to tell you is what the examiner wants. Things that the examiner don't want, I don't want to say. Arrow, the line must touch here and go to here. This is the electrophile. Who is the electrophile? Electrophile attack the benzene ring. We say electrophile attack the benzene ring, but the arrow must draw from negative to positive. This is by convention. Okay? Clear? Arrow draw properly. Ring must be broken in this correct direction and subsequently balance, lose the H, the proton, balance it, and then the last step, regeneration. Some school they combine both the sets. Can combine or not? Yes, you can combine. I can accept, not an issue. Okay? 2 more things to tell you. Number 1. I don't want to write like this. Never write inverted. Have you ever been told you are not supposed to write inverted? If you see all these things inverted, it's because of computer issue. But you as student, you must write what? From left to right. Clear? Who doesn't know this one? CH3 actually one carbon can. One carbon actually can. Okay? But more than one carbon cannot. So, as a habit, try not to do it in the first place. Okay? But if you write CH3 like that, okay, can, I accept. But more than one carbon, I don't want to see. So you better develop the habit. Clear? Question? Anyone not sure?
Again.
So email is supposed to write from.
Okay, let's say for example like this. I give you one example, take a look down here. Okay, let's say I have a bond. So you can write like this, or you can write CH2, CH3. But do not write like this. Do not write CH2, CH3 like that. I don't want to see this type. This one okay, this one okay. If this one you want to write CH3 one carbon, okay, one carbon they still accept, but they don't want to write inverted. Why Cambridge why you don't write inverted? Because actually this is correct, right? This carbon got 2H, this carbon got 3H, the same as it. Why we mark you wrong? Because Cambridge don't want to spend time wasting their time trying to read the thing. Very simple. Actually writing is correct, but Cambridge don't want to waste the time marking. It's just a requirement by Cambridge. There's nothing wrong, but it's a requirement. Exam is not also just about how much you know. It's about do you know how to obey rules and instruction. If you don't even know how to obey rules and instruction, you cannot live in this society. Understand? Pardon? Yes, must be bonded to the C. So this one I don't want, must be like that. Clear? Okay, always train yourself to write from left to right. Second thing, if you do 10-year series, they always have this question inside. This carbon is what hybridized? Can you tell me? So if sp2 is trigonoplanar, this carbon is sp3 tetrahedral. At the end of the day, it returns back to what? sp2 trigonoplanar. So this is the stage whereby it's actually tetrahedral. So take note of that. You have to relate to whatever. That's why I always tell you all must do more questions. If you never do more questions, you will learn less than other people. Alright? Because we don't have so much time. Your timetable is actually very long already. In other school, their timetable ends at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Very much earlier, even in JC1. You're already having a lot of extra lessons. So you better do more at home on your own. Okay? So this is the mechanism. Question? With regards to the mechanism for part 1. Part 1, any problem? If not, I'm going to part 2. Part 2, this is the step. Nitration first, followed by bromination. Any question? This is the answer. Does anyone have any questions? They never ask for mechanism down here. Yes?
Will it make a difference if it's bromination first and nitration?
Yes, it makes a difference. I'm waiting for your question. That's it. I'm waiting for this question to be asked. Does it make a difference? Yes, it makes a difference. Take a look. NO2 is the owner of the house. So when BR come and visit him, he will ask BR to go to where? Number 3 or number? Number 3 and number 5 is actually the same. Do you realize that in this case? So it doesn't matter. But if BR goes in first, like this, he becomes the owner. He will ask NO2 to go to where? So the end product will be where? Here or here or here. Will it make a difference to what you want according to the question? Yes, it makes a difference. So you must know their preferences and their nature. It will make a difference. Clear? This kind of question always comes at MCQ 1 mark. You say, yeah, 1 mark, never mind. But do you know if every section you lose 1 mark here and there, very fast you'll be at 50 already. You left 50 marks to deduct. And then you're nowhere left. Every 1 mark is very important. It makes a difference between a S and a U. It makes a difference between a E and a C. And of course a A and a B. It makes a lot of difference. If you want to get B in A level exam, you should not set your B in this JC to be 60 mark. You should set your B to be between 65 and 70 or higher. Because in some schools like Nanyang, right, their B is 65. So you should set yourself higher standard if you want to compete with other people. Okay? It's not I want to compare you with other people, but rather I need you to know the reality. If tomorrow is a NAFA, I ask you to go and run 2.4 when for the past 10 weeks you never run 2.4, do you think you can pass? You cannot pass. So you need a lot of practice and push and motivation. Okay, so this is your question, question 5, right? Yeah, question 5 part 2. Of course, this answer will be emailed to you as well. Alright, I'll email this answer to you, to your Chem rep, he will email to you. Alright, you go and check and download. During class, you may not be able to copy down every single answer. But you should take down what I have said verbally, because I cannot write down every single thing for you. Alright, take down every single thing that I wrote. Question? If not, those on the screen will be given to you. Next, 6, chemical test. This is the answer for part A, 6A. Check your answer, is it correct? And do you have any question? What type of reaction have we made use to distinguish them? We have made use of side chain oxidation. Then after that, that's for the carbon dioxide. This one no side chain oxidation, this one is side chain oxidation. Is it everything also can have side chain oxidation as long here got something? No, there are criteria, isn't it? So go and memorize the criteria. Clear? 15 minutes? No. 40 or 50? 50. There are criteria for this one. For side chain oxidation, you must memorize. Although there are seldom tests in A-level exam. Seldom test doesn't mean it will not be tested. Nobody can predict. If I can predict what comes out of A-level exam, I don't need to spend here. I can set a store outside NJ and sell answer to them. Okay. Question, yes?
Is there any time when we need to use the word reflux?
I'm coming to it. Do you realize in this question I write KMnO4 equals, okay, you can put in the equals on your own, with dilute H2SO4 and heat. Why is it this time around I take out the with reflux? What's the difference between heat and reflux? Heat is very simple, fire heat. Temperature goes up. Reflux involves distillation and redistillation and fractional condensation, etc. It's a very complicated system. They say, how it looks like. Today's lecture onwards, when you study halogenic alkane, the lecturer will tell you what's the difference between heat, distillation, and reflux in one of the days. Either this week or next week or the subsequent week. Alright, take note carefully, listen in lecture. Why is it that in this type of question, you cannot write reflux, even though the lecturer note write with reflux? Very simple, because it's a test. Test is simple. Even if they never write simple, they say chemical test, you must still take it as simple. Or they write simple test, or all the words simple chemical test. The word reflux should never appear inside, because once it appears inside, you get 0 mark. Understand? This is a criteria. So if your lecturer no write reflux, then you need to use it in this type of question. Change all the reflux to heat. But if the condition is warm, room temperature, leave it as alone what it is. Clear? Question? Can catch up? You need a 5-minute break? You need? Don't need? Sure? You stand up and stretch up. Stretch, okay? I'm okay with you standing and walking around. As long as you are listening and copying something. This is the answer for B. We make use of electrophilic addition. Okay, we make use of electrophilic addition. Bromine in CCl4 is the same as liquid bromine. It is reddish brown, whereas aqueous bromine is orange brown. What is the difference? Why color got different? Very simple. Ribena is what color when you buy from Cold Storage or NTUC? Dark purple. Very dark, it's like black. Ribena drink is what color? Light purple. It's being diluted. That's why the color is lighter. It makes a difference. Clear? Liquid bromine. Don't worry. Liquid bromine can. You're right, liquid bromine is the same as in CCl. CCl4 is an organic solvent. This is inorganic, dissolved in an organic solvent, it will just stay as what it is. Okay? The organic solvent is just to provide an environment for the reaction to occur. The CCl4 is just to provide, I repeat, provide an environment for reaction to occur. Of course, nobody will ask you this kind of question, but you need to know why is it there. Just like you want to study, right? You need a room. So instead of the lab, which is more stuffy, I change it to a computer lab. That's all. So you got aircon, you're more comfortable. Okay? Yes? If you change it to CL2, you will have a reaction happening. But can you observe?